Alright, it is now recording. OBS. Good stuff. Alright, so welcome to the GM meeting. Wedge, you're scum.
Sorry.
You're actually scum.
Yes, you're recording. Okay, Karen.
Anyway, the GM meeting
Naval invasion.
is officially starting. 1 week in review, everyone. Again, my GMs have failed me because half of them are not here. Tachenka is not a GM, Galaxy is not a GM, and Wedge is the owner. So there's 3 GMs here, and 2 of them are new.
I'm head admin.
It's always new GMs thing. Don't worry, we'll get them eventually.
All right. So basically, well, this was a meeting, 1 week review, but it won't work because the 2 other GMs are new. So
Why don't you just postpone it, then?
but I just
Message people directly.
I pinged everyone. I'm recording it anyway, so I'm just gonna hope that they watch this video.
Well, just put a code word in it.
Anyway, so first of all, I want to thank you, mostly the people watching this video. Good job, mostly. You have done the bare minimum of doing events, at least. The events have been pretty okay to very good, so good job on that front.
Where did my ship go?
You guys have followed...
I don't know, I'll spawn the ship outside.
Well, guys, pay attention. What was I saying? Oh god, I lost my train of thought. You guys have followed the GM procedure pretty well for the most part. Just a couple of slip-ups here and there, but the bureaucracy has been handled pretty well. The lore has been respected. You guys have started making really good stories and making pretty interesting events, so good job on that. Now, first off, I want to move to what's-his-face, the complaints. Although this is technically, I saw a study that moving on to complaints first is horrible for a team, but I'm still doing it because there isn't that many complaints to begin with. The main complaint is just the events being too empty. This is mostly regarding assault events, for the most part. They're usually way too empty. Hold on, someone typed in. Oh god. The events are typically too empty, and this is usually from the World War II crowd because they aren't too used to making events yet, which is understandable because in World War II, the players fight each other. It's a lot more simpler. But yeah, for the future, I'd recommend spawning more NPCs, and I know that can get out of control sometimes because sometimes the NPCs could obliterate the players, but for that, just spawn easier NPCs like battle droids, spam them. That's what they're meant for, spamming. B1s and stormtroopers are meant for spam. And use vehicles more often, get more event characters, just make events more lively. Use the advanced duplicator pack that I sent you. That's very important because stop using giant open map events and having no advanced duplicators because it's just like a giant open field with no cover half the time. And that's not really fun to play in and to attack things in. Another thing is, just a quick tip. In the advanced duplicator, there's a corpses section containing a bunch of corpses of vehicles and stuff. So when an LVS dies, and explodes, you can place the corpse of that vehicle there, just to make it seem even more like a battlefield and stuff. Other than that, the complaints, that's really just been most of the complaints, just events being a little too empty and they need more action and punch in them, really. And that's really just for action events. Other than that, I would encourage GMs to start diversifying their types of events. Not every event has to end in a gunfight, and not every event has to just be endless slaughter of clones and droids and stormtroopers. In the event dog, there lists multiple types of events, investigations, scrap runs, internal matters, negotiations, stuff like that. Also, if you are doing assault events, try to diversify them so it isn't just the same format each time, like territorial control, for example. Stuff like that.
Uh-oh.
Other than that,
There we go.
GMs have been mostly good. Just do more events more often because, yeah, it's kind of. Ideally, we would want GMs to. I want to see GMs do all of the events. I mean, I do want to make events as well, but I want to see you guys like do events and see your skill in action. Especially for the newer GMs, I would like to see you test your mettle and prove your worth, if you will.
Oh, pause a sec. Jack, what's the situation? You're the main character right now.
I left.
Yeah, okay, you're fine. Okay, right. I'm gonna do an event soon. I might deafen for pilot.
Yeah. Anyway, but besides that, most of you guys have been doing good. I want just more events. More events is good. New ideas. Diversify your events, and also recently try to make the SRA win more because the troops. Okay, especially this is going for older GMs who have been with Crossfire Gaming. The troops on this server are rather incompetent. They're having a bit of a trouble just adjusting. They haven't complained about the difficulty or anything. They actually have fun on the harder event. It's just that they're really bad at like following the planetary commander and stuff like that. And try to make a little bit more easier events.
Not really bad. It's more that we just need to organize it.
Yeah, just more organized.
With that, so that's fine.
Yeah, there's.
I won't exaggerate. It's just like mid command.
It's just right now. If you look at our SRA logistics, our state is pretty bad. But Wedge is doing an event right now to fix that. Where is this?
More of a skill issue of people just being a bit bad and they didn't need time to adjust rather than like the commands being awful. It's just like mid.
Why have you spawned
Anyway.
an ATT, Wedge?
For promotions, we're gonna do
First,
promotions now. Because some people have already proven themselves worth. So for promotions, Jack Hammock, you're being promoted to Game Master. You've been way too long stuck in trial GM, and honestly, you've shown that you can make interesting lore stuff and just normal good events. What's his face? Azrael hasn't made any events. Brownie and Tracer were literally hired like a day ago, so you guys are sticking to trial. Maple Gum. What do you think about Maple Gums and his events?
Sorry.
Oh, he's right here.
I don't.
You summoned.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I will have to.
Literally, as I was talking about,
about.
right as I was talking about you. So, do you think you'd? So, does anyone have opinions on Maple Gum's event? Sadly, I've been not privileged to see them that often because I usually go AFK doing other stuff and writing lore stuff. Any recommendations to Maple so he can get promoted? Nobody?
No,
Yeah,
I've not
fuck it.
seen
I'll
it.
throw in a recommendation. I totally have.
Galaxy. Galaxy. Unfortunately, I can't take that considering you haven't played at all yet.
Fuck you. Head admin, bitch. Outranked. Give him the promotion. Nah.
Yeah. Head admin, please. Demote level 10 cannon to trial game master. Okay, I'll be awesome.
Nah. That's not fuck.
Okay, well, Maple, just do a few more events and I'll probably promote you just offhand. Just make sure.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, just make sure you. Also, make sure. I don't know. I was watching that debrief for like 30 seconds yesterday, and like I just saw you kind of, like everyone kind of just minging around or whatever. Try to keep a more serious face, especially when doing events, because if you're, it's fine if a few people are like not taking the event too seriously, like one or two people, like it's always gonna happen. But if the GM is not taking their own event seriously, then people kind of either get annoyed or they just don't take it seriously, and well, then we lose so much stuff and it affects actual
the
events.
Death Star as a giant dick. The Dick Star.
Case in point. Anyway, yeah, just try to make a book more serious events, Maples, and just more events in general, and you'll be promoted in no time. Is there anyone else stuck in trial GM?
Stuck in.
That's what I call it. Grumpy hasn't made Rook yet. Grumpy hasn't made an event. So I'd like to reiterate to the normal GMs that are watching. Remember, one of you're ideally aiming for that Covenant Senior GM position. Because once you arrive at that golden title, you have a lot more freedom when it comes to events. You'll personally work with me with altering major additions to the lore. And yeah, ideally one of you, the normal GMs, are looking for that position. Because I desperately need a right-hand man. Because doing all this self is hard.
Did you check on him?
What happened?
Did you check on what about this Azrael dude? I didn't hear you say nothing about him.
Yeah, Azrael has a main event. He's been mostly playing his fleet role. He's gonna make an event today, I believe, at night. Hopefully,
I won again with.
He's not even here. And of course, Wedge messed up the announcement notification somehow. Okay. Anyway, also about that, please, when you're announcing events, it's very simple, guys. Everyone has been doing it like this. You copy this format, like Maplegum did, like yesterday. You copy this format, you paste it onto here. You use the tilde key 3 times here and 3 times there. You announce it, alright? And in 1 hour, or in however much time you want, in 1 hour, typically, you're going to... Wait, pinged it twice, what? Oh, okay, he did the same mistake, Maplegum. Ideally, the at everyone ping should be at the bottom while the title semi-main. I'm looking at one of the old previous event pings. You did add everyone twice in the same message, which I also did by accident, like an idiot.
Okay.
Imagine trying to teach him how to do something. Fuck up.
And then in the semi-major, wait, no, what am I talking about? Like this, I'm just doing it for the recording. Here we go. You guys can't see this, but the people seeing the video can. This is how the format should be. Alright, semi-major event in 1 hour. And there's 3 categories to events. There's minor, semi-major, and major, okay? It's not too hard. If you're doing a major, contact me or Wedge if you're doing a major. Okay? Always try to bold the text. And do add everyone and add event pings. Once you do that, once you post that in 1 hour, you're going to do the same type of announcement, only that you're announcing it's starting. Okay? And instead of an at everyone, it's an at here. Though for major events, you can do an at everyone. And then below it, you're going to do shift enter, then link your event document so people can see. So it's not retarded looking like what you're seeing with what Wedge did. It's all like disconnected and mangled and yeah. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, that's basically everything. Other than that, keep up the good work, keep making more events, and hopefully I'll see you out at the battlefield. So, meeting is concluded.
Okay.
Recording is stopping.